Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here. This is episode 11, playing my first time through the British campaign on Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. There was a major update to the game, 3.5 gigabytes, that was installed this morning before I loaded this up. So I was hoping to see an American campaign. It's not there yet, though the patch notes say that they are working hard to get the first chapter of the American campaign out soon. As soon as that does come out, even if I'm still in the middle of this series, I will do a first look at that American campaign so we can see what it looks like. But obviously with a 3.5 gigabyte update, probably some major fixes to some of the issues. And so keep in mind, if you did see the first 10 episodes of this series, that a lot of what you saw is probably changed by now. And that's the way it goes with this when you're playing a game in early alpha. So once we get through this campaign and we get through an American campaign, we'll probably go back and play it again on a harder level, plus to see all the changes that have happened. But for now, here is where we are. We have a couple of side missions that we're probably going to have to go ahead and send some ships to do. But we're going to go ahead and do this RUM mission, which is a big one, and I think we can probably expect to see a little bit more of a challenge than we did in the last episode. So let's go ahead and get a glimpse at what we want to do here. Let's take a look. Coastal Service and Simon Stewart, Commodore. We got 100 money. HMS Warspite got light damage from that little mission that we sent them on. It didn't really do a whole lot. No damage to the other ships. So kind of pointless. It didn't really do much for us. We probably have to spend the $100 that we just got on getting repairs done. Looks like no repairs to speak of. So let's go ahead real quick. We've got 80,000 gold. I want to look at the available ships. Because we do have some options as far as upgrading to some better ships than what we're currently using. So I'm looking at what's available. We do have another Diana-class frigate, which would be a nice upgrade for 19,000. I think that's probably something we're going to go ahead and do. Plus, it actually takes less space as far as the load of units that can be used over the current Murderous Henry, which is a 5th-rate Hermione class. I also have a request from our newest patron to name a ship Hermione, so we're going to go ahead and do that when we do add a new ship. So let me go ahead and just get a glimpse at the next mission and what we're up against, and then we'll go ahead and buy a new ship and probably call it Hermione. Let's just take a look and see what we can take into this RUM mission. So you can see we can take a max of 280. So with our current makeup of ships, it would look like this. But we're going to go ahead and buy another one of these Diana-class frigates, which would get us a 100. So that would actually free us up to have an 80 in addition to that. So I guess we'll take a look and see how best we want to do that. And then we'll send the other ships on the side missions. Well, unfortunately, I think we found some kind of a glitch here, because no matter what I do, it won't let me add more than one ship to this mission. As soon as I pick one, no matter which one I add first, it won't let me add any others. So I guess we're just going to have to go without doing that mission at all. So on we go. That's kind of a waste then, because I spent money on ships I didn't need to spend money on. But on we go to this mission. All right, undefeatable Hermione and Warspite going into this one. Basically, it's impossible to understand what the instructions are saying right now. The wording's really weird. What it boils down to is we've got to get the Whitby to safe zone. Whitby has been surrendered, and he's going to board it. So we've got the Pearl here. Let's use the Pearl as bait to try and keep these French ships occupied, at least temporarily. And then what we've got to do is we've got to board Whitby and then get it over to the safe zone, which is in that opposite direction. So we're going to bring our ships out around this sand right here. And then we're going to basically need to flip around the other direction and capture the Whitby before it gets past us. And then turn it around in the other direction, while simultaneously keeping them from getting it back. And the only two ships I need to worry about are those two French ships. So a couple of things we've got to do there. Let's see, first of all, if the French ships are going to take the bait of trying to deal with Pearl. It looks like they will. I don't care about the Pearl. It's a small ship that's just there to kind of occupy him. As soon as I get past these sandbars here, I'm going to start turning around. And then we're just going to wait for him to kind of come up alongside me. Good. Both French ships are sticking around to deal with the Pearl. I'm actually going to keep Warspite back here just in case he gets past me, because I don't need all these ships to do this. They're going to be kind of our playing safety for us on this one, to use a football analogy. American football, that is. So let's go ahead and slow down. I'm going to get Hermione turned around. Actually, probably, yeah, it doesn't matter which way we do it. And then kind of sitting tight. We'll take Undefeatable up to try and deal with Alexander a little bit. And one of the things I'm learning through trial and error, of course, is the importance of a couple of things. Number one, that just because the ship is in range for fire doesn't mean it's an effective range for those cannon. So sometimes just having them within this zone doesn't mean I'm going to be effective. So I got to keep that in mind, that sometimes I've got to get a little closer. And then secondly is the angle. You can see here it's not a great angle, so most of the shots are reflecting. I did get 10 to damage his sails, but for the most part didn't do a lot of damage. I want to get on this side of him because I want to be closer to the Whitby. Let's see where Hermione is. Hermione's just about turned around where I want him. And then we'll drop sails for now. Same with Warspite. We're going to sit tight with those two. See, now we're getting penetration hits. We're nice and close. We got a better angle. I don't want to damage Whitby's sails because I'm going to need those when I try to get Whitby out of here. So we're going to fire one more into Alexander here, and then we're going to turn. Okay. So Undefeatable will be the first to attempt to board Whitby if we can get around. Going to be turning into the wind here. No, don't fire. Don't fire. Oh, see what he's doing. You little jerk. I see what you're up to here. He just maneuvered over on the other side of me, but that's okay. Now I'm alongside him. Let's slow down. Okay, just the other American ship to deal with right now. Board him. Here we go. Oh, turn, turn, turn. I think we've got him. There's the boarding process. Should be a relatively easy one. Haven't lost a man yet. Beautiful. Beautiful. Send some crew over there. Gonna send more crew. Alright. Oh, we already had crew because of the folks that had previously surrendered. So I didn't necessarily need to send that many because I left the undefeatable a little short, but that's okay. Now, oh, Warspite. I thought I put their sails down. They should have been closer than this. Now comes the fun part. Now we get out of Dodge. Where are those French ships? They're still over there. And they're going to have to go into the wind to get out of there. So I think we've got an advantage here. Now we just keep our ships on the inside of him. Let's slow them down for now. I think we should be good because he's got to go into the wind, but I can't count on that. All right, Warspite caught up fast. Okay. Keep an eye on those French ships. You start turning this way, get some wind going. Get going, baby, get going. Let me get over here and get a look. Alright, there's one of the French ships. But I don't think they're going to get out here in time to be a threat. Let's turn this way a little more, just because the wind's better. And then just start the process. Keep undefeatable on this side. You can see the minute I get my sails up, I lose most of the ability to fire on this side. So we'll have to drop those again once I engage. Just need to worry about the Ariane. These guys I'm not too concerned with. This is all about making a run for it. This sand coming up over here? It is. Okay. So maybe we change the angle now so as to avoid getting caught there. I'm going to send Hermione over to go with the undefeatable. We'll let Warspite go with Whitby. I'm going to turn this way because if I turn that way, I'm getting into sand. You just keep going. What's our range on chain shot? Not real great. Just want to slow everybody down. Now we'll go back. Meanwhile, you just keep doing what you're doing. Beautiful. Now we're going to keep going this way. Scout's right on their tail, but I don't care. Hermione's going to come up and block any attempt Ariane may have to get around me. Alexander's about to be done. Now we'll turn undefeatable this way. Alright, I think we've successfully got Ariane bottled up in such a way that it won't be a concern. I don't know why they were on grape shot. He's going to try to sneak through that way, but I don't think there's a place for him to do that. I think we're home free here. Probably don't have a shot on them right now, but that's alright. Okay. If we're around the sand, now we can turn and get more favorable wind. And then once I get around this sand, I can go at this angle here and get really favorable wind. He's going after Hermione's sails. That's okay. There we go. Nice shots on them. Come on, baby. Oh, this wind is brutal. Didn't mean to pause, just meant to slow it down. Alright, I think it's all just a matter of procedure at this point. Just playing it out. Not going to be able to hit with Hermione. Oh, we got into Ariane a little bit there. Make a run for it, baby. Make a run for it. Turn into that wind, or in more favorable wind. Just one more little bit of sand to get around. Scout is out. Where's that other French ship? They're still sitting over there, Jean Bart. Did he just burn this other one? Or it burned on its own? Here we go. So how far we got to go to get there? There's the zone right there. No way he catches me. Alright, well, unless something else happens of note, we'll go ahead and drop out, and then we'll just see the final screen. Alright, well, we have a little bit of something that we want to show here as my ships are just about to the zone where they're going to be safe. We're trying to take this French ship. And rather than try to board him and lose a lot of men in the process, I'm just, there it is, trying to do that. Get the surrender. So now we'll board him. Because now we won't have to lose a lot of men to do it. There we go. And with that, that should be the end of this mission. Whitby's about to be in the safe zone. We've taken a nice sized French ship. We sank a few American ships. The Pearl was sunk, but that wasn't my ship going into the battle, so not a big deal. Alright, victory! My 5 ships against his 5 ships. Relatively similar size and crew. We only lost 41 crew. We lost, and I think that was probably on the Pearl, which wasn't even my ship anyway. We captured the Ariane, which is a 40-gun ship. Let's take a look at where things stand now. Okay, so we're on to the next stage. We're into April 1781. We've got 103,000 gold available to us now. I want to look at the ships. It doesn't look like we have anything any newer. We still don't have the really big ones we'd like to have. The cotton gin. I don't know exactly what inventing. Oh, tight weave sails. Okay. We're going to continue to just get all of the research we can. Allow mounting sword bayonet for next firearms. That's cool. We've got one more career point. Let's take a look at the ship we just captured. The Ariane. That's a 5th-rate ship. We could purchase it for 25, or we can send to Admiralty for 5. So we're going to hold off on that for now. Obviously, we're going to need a lot of repair to the Undefeatable, but not a big deal. Hermione needs repair, taken care of. So everything looks good. Let's take a look at the upcoming missions. We've got a couple more side missions. Gray Ships is still available. Intercept is there. We don't have anything in Savannah. We got another one there. What else do we have? All right, we've got Intelligence. Looks like it's another land mission. We'll probably do that one next. And it looks like that's about it. So let's take a look at all this stuff. RUM, there you go. That's the one we just did. Capture of Savannah we did. Silver Smoke, those are those side missions. Our army retakes Savannah town in Georgia. Prepared carefully and in complete secrecy, the expedition under the command of Honorable Admiral Clark Gayton suddenly fell upon the mutineers in the most important southern port of the American colonies. Possession of this city will allow the loyal subjects of His Majesty King George to protect our colonies from further encroachments. The attack on the city was led by the same lieutenant from Richmond that we wrote about earlier, Horatio Nelson. Now, it's hard to believe that yesterday's lieutenant skillfully commanded the vanguard, took the enemy garrison by surprise, and ensured the successful completion of the order set by command. Here in London Editor's Room, we are sure that we will hear about this brilliant officer more than once again. John Adams, president of mutineers, secures recognition of the United States as an independent government by the Dutch Republic. During this visit, he also negotiates a loan of 5 million guilders, financed by Nicholas van Staphorst and Wilhelm Willink. So that did really happen. John Adams was sent to Amsterdam to get a loan. He was also sent there to get him out of Paris, where he was in Benjamin Franklin's way. Franklin thought that Adams was hurting more than helping, so they wanted Franklin to be able to continue being the ambassador to France without Adams in the way. So there you have it. Let me know your thoughts as we move forward and we continue. And I'm having a lot of fun with this. I hope you are too, and we will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.